Hey everybody, Christian Lee here from, well, DadSews. It's pretty evident where I'm from when it's right above my head. And you're at youtube.com/DadSews. So hopefully I see some folks in here and we have some people to chat with. Live shows are always interesting on YouTube. I've had one live show where I've had hundreds, maybe I think we hit 1,000 when we were at Fabric Hut walking around the store giving a walkthrough of the store, but it was pretty cool to have that many people. The thing is, the problem is I had somebody else reading the comments to me from behind the camera, and boy, that was a little interesting because we were giving out free fabric left and right, and they just couldn't keep up. It was a kind of hard deal. So just drop a comment if you're here, and I'm going to try to see what I see here on YouTube, making sure everything's going right with the stream. Seems to be going okay. So yeah, just drop a comment below and I will be happy to chat with you on this show. So what we are going to be talking about... Okay, well, there's somebody here because Audrey just said that she's dropping the Golden Girls to watch DadSews. I appreciate that. I'm just going to double check, make sure I've got my chat covered. I got 2 devices. I don't want to miss anything. So why are we here tonight? Well, a couple reasons. One, I have free... It looks like I'm trying to do a bad card trick from Penn & Teller. Penn & Teller also is on right now, I think, on the WB or the CW, whatever that channel is now. I have free tickets. You don't care about Penn & Teller, you care about free tickets to the original Sewing and Quilt Expo. I either keep leaving off original or I say quilting, but look, they're the ones that travel around the country and they talk about sewing and quilting. They got the big pink logo. You know them, you love them. I've got tickets. How many tickets do I have? I'm gonna make it rain tickets. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a rapper. Hi, Monica. Hi, Heather. I think I gave Heather a shout out in the quick video I did when I was online on Facebook saying, hey, come over here. If you guys want to help me out, what would really help me out is if you scroll down, and on the phone, it's a pain. I know if you're in landscape mode, it's a pain. You turn it around. Anyway, if you could click the share button and share it to Facebook and say, hey, this dude's doing a video. I know I ask people to share a lot. The reason is Facebook and YouTube, when other people share, it pushes it higher in feeds than it would if you didn't share because it says, hey, people are actually interested in this thing. I'm not always being a whore to whore myself out in DadSews, but honestly, Facebook and YouTube, their algorithms have shifted so much. I'm going to dive into some nerd talk before I give away the first tickets here. But their algorithms for people that aren't into this kind of thing, they have just kind of crunched people down so that if people don't share the content, they think that people aren't interested in it. And that's just why I ask you to share. I also ask you to share because my sponsor, Fabric Hut, who is awesome, they provide me with things like these tickets, these Juki machines so we can do episodes. They just help sponsor the episodes of DadSews, which is why my sewing tutorials look so nice. I'm very proud to say. So if you share them, my sponsor sees that you're interested and YouTube and Facebook says, hey, people are interested in this content. So that's why I do that. Thank you, Monica. I very much appreciate it. Justin said you used the W word. He's boycotting. But that doesn't matter because Justin's Canadian and he doesn't matter. I'm joking to all my other Canadian viewers. It's just Justin I give a hard time. He doesn't want to admit that he drinks bagged milk, and we all know he does. Here, before, I'm going to give away a ticket, I promise. But I was walking around Costco recently. I was on the phone with my friend Justin, who's a Canadian vlogger. He's very awesome. You can check him out on YouTube, Life in 140. He has a daily vlog. He has a Disney video channel he's got. He's getting ready to do some reality show with his daughter. He's crazy awesome. but I was talking to him about bottled water in Costco because we were getting ready for my daughter's birthday party. And I said, they've got 24 bottles for $3. And he said, yeah, but what's your return rate on those bottles? And I was like, nothing. We haven't done that since 1960. And he said, it would cost me 10 cents per bottle for that pack. Plus, I'd only get 5 cents back when I turn in the bottles. And I was like, are you in Soviet Russia? Are you in Yakov Smirnoff in line waiting for bread? It's crazy. But check out Justin's channel. He's got a very fun family vlog. And I don't say that about many family vlogs because I don't like them. And I've had one before. All right. So, is anyone watching so far in the Virginia area? That's the thing. I really only want to give a ticket to somebody that's going to use it. And I have about 8 to 10 tickets to give away. So if you know somebody in the Virginia or Maryland area, or within, 3 or 4 hours driving distance to the show, go ahead and tag them on Facebook and tell them to come over, or tag them here, and I will be happy to give them a ticket. But I only want to give one of these away. Listen to it. They do that on the radio. Because they're now on video, like I am, an idiot. I want to give one away to somebody that'll use it. So if you guys are not local, I just appreciate you stopping by this video anyway. I am going to talk about the free machine. So a lot of people on our recent live video where I talked about giving away a sewing machine for hitting 4,000 subscribers, we're now at 4,246. Hopefully that number will go up. If you're not subscribed, smash that button. We got so many nominations for who to give the machine to. I really wanted to give the machine away to somebody that's been stricken by the, I don't know if that's the right words, but affected by the hurricanes in Texas and Florida, and well, it went up to Alabama and Georgia. I mean, it really affected a lot of people. So that's who we were looking for. A lot of people nominated Colin's Blanket. Now, if you don't know who Colin's Blanket is, Colin is a little boy. He had cancer. He makes blankets for other kids and people that are affected with cancer. Cool story. I'm going to go way into detail. If I got anything about it wrong just now, I'm going to go way into detail with it in another video because I'm actually going to be talking with him on video. Super cool. I'm setting that up with his mom now. But the machine that we're giving away, the Juki, is a lower end model. It's not the highest end model that I use on the show, but it's a good starter machine, and a starter Juki is way better than a mid-grade any other machine, okay? I'm not gonna say their names, but if you buy it at the big box store, it's not gonna be as good as the entry model Juki. So I contacted Colin's mom and I said, look, I know you guys were nominated by a ton of people. And I respect that. Y'all are awesome. I really want to help you out, but do you really need this model machine? Because I imagine you have a machine that's at this level. And she said, yes, we do. We already have a machine that's got more bells and whistles. And I was like, that's awesome. So what we're going to do with Colin's Blanket mission, or charity, whatever the word is that follows Colin's Blanket, we are going to be matching the amount of that machine in fabric so that he can stay on mission, stay on point, keep helping other kids out. So anybody that nominated Colin's Blanket, rest assured they are getting something, something great, something equal to the price of the machine. But they were like, oh, give the machine to somebody that is really in dire need, and we don't need that machine at this time, that particular machine. We have a machine. But they thank everyone for the influx of messages and nominations that they got for the free machine. Now, who is getting the free machine? I have out about 6 emails right now to some other families. Some have not been able to return those messages, obviously for obvious reasons. They're stricken and affected and destroyed and devastated by the hurricane. So as soon as I get some of those messages back, we'll be able to announce the actual winner of the machine. But that being said, we are still working with people on trying to, get the machine into somebody's hands. Because some people have been nominated and then I've messaged them and they're like, hey, I didn't lose everything. My family nominated me because they knew I was in Florida. I'm fine. My stuff was above water. Or so-and-so thought I'd lost my machine. I thought I lost my machine. Turns out my husband put it in a truck. There's been a lot of good things that have been messaged to me, private messages that, you know, I can't share names and stuff. That's totes and approps. So anyway, so we are helping Collins blankets just for everybody that nominated them. Monica Hildebrand, she said, I will, I'm in Norfolk. Monica, you got a ticket. There you go. Oh, by the way, Monica, if you're in Norfolk, you should love Fabric Hut, right? Just type in the comments, I love Fabric Hut, because I want Fabric Hut to see you love them. If you don't know Fabric Hut, seriously go there. Find out when I'm gonna be there and we will shop together. I'll probably get you something for free while I'm there because that's just how I roll. Who else said they are going? I just love that Audrey was the first comment and she said she's dropping the Golden Girls for me. I don't know that I ever would. You know a funny story about the Golden Girls? The one that played the mom, she got tired of being the old lady. She was like the same age as other ladies on the show, maybe like a couple years older or whatever. So the story is after a couple seasons, she went out and got a facelift and then came back and the producers are like, what are we gonna do with her? She looks noticeably, if not younger, sleeker, you know, pull back, you know. So then they had to like cake on even more makeup because she just looked too good to be that old. I don't know how good she looked. If you want to see her in an awesome movie, check out Mannequin. She's the owner of the store. That's one of my favorites. All right. Monica said, I love fabric. I love Fabric Hut. Fabric Hut, come on, Mike. Fabric Hut rocks. Good job. Who said they're in DC? The Megan Elise. Free ticket, okay? Here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to message me on YouTube or on Facebook with your address because these are going out this weekend to make sure they get to you in time. Because the show is next weekend, okay? I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, it says right here. It's October 5th through 7th. So I'm gonna be there Friday and Saturday. I'm gonna be at the Fabric Hut / Juki booth. Now Juki's doing a whole thing on their new line and it's gonna be awesome. So you're not gonna wanna miss that. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have some of my So Fail repeat buttons that I should have grabbed before this show. And I'm gonna be giving those away. So message me with your address so I can get a ticket in your hand. I need to know if somebody's going with you. Because if you need 2 tickets, you gotta let me know now. But don't say I need 2 tickets if you're only going by yourself, okay? I wanna give as many of these tickets out to other people as I can. All right, that's just, you know, it's just the way to go. Monica also said Fabric Hut employees are so helpful. That is the absolute truth. I made a video when I first started DadSews about problems as a guy that I've noticed in fabric stores. None of those problems are in Fabric Hut. You never look for anybody to cut your fabric because there's always somebody there. When you go into the big box fabric stores, no names, sometimes there's one person cutting fabric and then there's a line of people. And if you're just there to purchase a button, which, you know, I've gone to one just looking for a button, you have to wait for all those people to get their fabric cut and then they help you. And sometimes they start swinging people around to a register as soon as they cut your fabric, and then you're waiting for them to cut their fabric and then pay for their fabric, and you've been waiting for, and this happened to me once, like 16 minutes. I know that's an exact number because I looked and I wasn't happy. This is before I knew about Fabric Hut. So definitely, if you're anywhere in the Mid-Atlantic region, drive to Fabric Hut one weekend. People actually get in vans and go to Fabric Hut and buy just bolts and bolts of fabric as like sewing parties. And they go to Virginia Beach for the weekend, knock a little wine back, no judgment, and they buy fabric and spend money. So that is something that a lot of people do. I have seen pictures from Fabric Hut when they first opened, black and white pictures of people around the building waiting to get in. And when I show up there in the mornings to film spots, there are people waiting to get in still to this day. It's really, really great. But the cool thing is you can go fabricut.com if you're not local, and you can check them out. And they've got really good prices. They're $4.29 wall. I mean, literally the wall that you see of me behind me, it's like 6 of those, and it's just all fabric that's $4.29, and usually it's discounted. Whenever they have sales, they discount that even more. It's ridiculous. And their employees are the best. There's not a bum in the bunch, okay? Monica said, I'm excited. I'll take my mama. She's a quilter too. All right, that's 2 to you, Monica. That's 2. These are both to Monica. I'm putting them aside. They're yours. Audrey says, I love Fabricut all the way from Canada. See, Justin, there's a Canadian I like. I'm just kidding. All right, so like I said, if you could click share on this video, I want people to comment in the video even if they're not watching it live. So we've been on for about 15 minutes now. If you're watching this video and you're not watching live, you can still get a ticket. You can leave a comment below, or you can message me at facebook.com/dadsews, or you can go to info@dadsews.com. That's my email address, and let me know that you are going to be in the Virginia area next weekend so I can get you some tickets. I think we got 3 taken care of right now. The Megan Elise and Monica. Hey, the Megan Elise. I'm going to just call you Megan because that's a little presumptuous of yourself. Do you need 1 or do you need 2? Okay? Let me know, please, so I can set them aside for you. Because honestly, the last time I did this last year, not everybody watched live, and then as soon as the video went out, I had like 20 messages and I didn't have 20 tickets. So you need to let me know if you need 2. Again, the free Juki we're giving away, not a serger, but I wanted to present the serger to you. I just saw a comment in one of the sewing groups asking about Juki serger, and it was their base model serger, and somebody said, I think Christian Lee reviewed one. Well, I reviewed this one. This one's beautiful. It's the QVP line serger. You don't have to thread the machine. I know that sounds like a lie, but you just put it in this little hole and you hit a button and it goes poof, and with a puff of air, it sends the thread through the machine. And if you've ever had another serger, and I have, you can watch some of my old videos, you'll see the one I'm talking about. It was a pain in the big rear end. It was constantly breaking thread. I constantly had to thread it. When you thread a serger, you have to rethread all of the serger. And if anybody tells you different, they have the luck of the Irish or they're lying to you. I had to rethread every single thread every time one of them broke because it didn't route itself through the machine the right way. It stunk. It was a pain. You know how many times thread has broken in this serger? 0. All the projects I've sewn, I have never, ever broken a thread in this machine. I have taken this machine and I have thrown it in my vehicle, and I have driven 3 hours away to a television studio to appear on TV and sew something on the show, threw it in the machine, went back to the studio, shot something here, and then weeks later, after it sat, drove to another place to sew something in front of some people, and never a break. This has gotten turned, this has gotten twisted. Nothing bad has happened from this machine. And if it sounds like I'm shilling for this, or that I'm doing like a infomercial where the magic pans never stick, it does not have problems. It's beautiful. I don't promote anything I don't love. I didn't say I don't promote anything I don't like. I don't promote anything I don't love. I adore this machine, okay? I've never had one thread break. That's not a lie. And this machine has done so many things. I have sewn stuff that you might not think you should, canvas, double layers, the romper video I sewed. I did the romper video with my other sewing machine, but I ran some stuff through this as a test. It took all of it. It is wonderful. So, some people say that's a little too high end of a machine for me. Fine, you can buy the lower end serger of the Juki if you want. I'm going to stand by that. A low-end Juki is better than a mid-model anything else. But I'm going to tell you this. You buy this machine, you're not going to buy another serger. Okay? You're not going to need one, and you're not going to need to get it worked on because this thing is a trooper and a champ. I'm not lying to you. I'm not saying this because Fabricut says, use Juki and talk awesome about them. Yes, they provide me with Jukis to use on DadSews. Love them for that. They're awesome. I just love this machine. I just love it. You can't beat it. And by that, I mean you can't beat it. Okay, so here we go. Some other people. I'm in Winchester. Oh, I know Winchester. So close to Fredericksburg. Well, Emory, if you can be at the show next weekend, and you know you can be at the show, for sure, Emory Ullery, sorry. Let me know right now, and ticket's yours. And if you want somebody to go with you, you got a ticket for them. Hi, Corey Fisher. She just said hello. He said hello. Corey's one of those names. I don't know. Empress Noel. I gotta imagine that's a lady. Hello. She says, hey, y'all. Heather Wolf says, hopefully one day I will get one. Oh, one of these? You need one, Heather. That's all I'm saying. I can't say enough good things about it. I mean, if you saw the machine, my kid carries around this machine, okay? When we went to the Richmond radio station for Good Morning Virginia, which is the biggest morning show in Virginia, my son threw this machine in. I heard it kind of bang into the car, and I was like, hey, be careful with that. And he's like, I didn't mean to mess up the car, Papa. And I was like, no, the Juki. I don't care about the car. You can buff out the car. I don't want you messing up the Juki. It didn't hurt this Juki. I'm going to take a sip of my non-sponsored root beer here. You can't hurt this thing. And honestly, if you could, you'd have to really, you'd have to be using it 24 hours a day and beating on it, because Juki makes professional machine. Any clothes you're wearing are made on a Juki. That's what people don't understand. They're like, I like this brand. I like this brand. That's not who makes your clothes. All of the overseas factories, the factories here, there's a, I think Brooks Brothers only has one factory in America left that makes shirts. I might be wrong on that. You can drop in a comment, but I think they're in North Carolina. Watched a documentary on them. First thing I noticed, Juki, 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 Juki. All Juki machines. If you're wearing clothes made by somebody else, it was made on Juki machine. That's all I'm saying. And Heather said, yes, that's what she wants, yeah. Martin Bravo says, hi from Texas. Hey, Martin. How did the hurricanes treat you? You know, we're giving away a sewing machine to somebody that's been affected by the hurricanes that maybe lost their machine or is in dire need. So if you know anybody, Martin, if you're that someone, or if you know someone hurting from the hurricanes or their sewings hurting from the hurricanes, let us know. And even if you didn't get affected, you know, just let us know. We'll say a prayer for you and your relatives to, you know, get everything back to normal. It just sucks, man. I lived in Myrtle Beach for 5 years. I know hurricanes. Across the street from my house, we got hit with, it wasn't a hurricane. It was water spouts that people never worry about water spouts. It turned into 5 tornadoes, and it twisted one of those giant signs that's like as big as this wall, and it accordioned it. And across the main road of Myrtle Beach, because I lived right near the beach, if you were on the opposite side of the road from where I was, all the way to the beach, and you had a car there, all of your windows were broken. There was one hotel that was like diagonally in front of us. I'm talking like 2 blocks away, and every window on their ocean side was broken from chairs being thrown in their window. And it came on us like that. Nobody knew, no warnings. So we had the strength of a hurricane in seconds. I walked out my door, and I had my niece staying with us for the summer. I opened my door, and I saw a piece of trash on the other side of the fence of where I lived get lifted up in front of me and get sucked around. And I was like, what's it getting sucked around? It looks like a wall. It was a tornado. And I'm very proud of myself because I didn't pee a little, but I should have, because it was right there. I know you can't see where I'm at, but I mean like right there. I saw a piece of trash go shook and go around. So I feel you out there in Texas. Been through hurricanes, been through tornadoes. It's nuts. Martin says, I live north of Dallas. We didn't even get rain. Well, nobody likes a braggart, Martin. I'm just kidding. Empress says, I'm going to call you Empress because that's cool. A&W is my drink too. Well, it is me too. If A&W wants to sponsor an episode of Dad Sews, woo, I'm more than happy to. I have some other podcasts and shows. Hey, I will be a whore right now. If you have kids, you should watch the After School Show podcast and YouTube show. It's at afterschoolshow.net. There's a little ad for the new weekly show Monday through Thursday that I've started with my son, Carlin. He's 11 years old. He co-hosts it every day. We spin a wheel. And I haven't told the kids that watch this yet, but and they might be going out of style a little bit, but we've got like After School Show fidget spinners we're going to be giving away to people. So if you got kids that are from 7 years old to 15, afterschoolshow.net. There. I'm shameless. What can I say? I plug away. So anyway, let me know if you need a ticket. Somebody said, would love to go with my mamacita, Emery. Okay. All right, Emery. That's 2 for you then. So I'm going to go through these. I need everybody's address. Okay, so message me here on YouTube or at facebook.com/dadsews or at info@dadsews.com. Okay, I'm going to go for like 3 more minutes. Why not make it a half hour? For anybody that's been messaging me. Does anybody have anything they are curious about Dad Sews? Just somebody said close to Lake Texoma. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about Dad Sews? Like how it's run or just why I do it or anything like that before I log out? Because I'm happy to answer. A lot of people ask me like, how do I start doing the YouTube thing? Well, honestly, you pick up your phone and you hit record and you start doing the YouTube thing. Well, don't do it like that. Turn it horizontal because nobody likes a vertical video. Even though I did one on Facebook today because Facebook's weird sometimes. It won't let you flip your phone. That's honestly the thing I get asked the most is, why did you start sewing? It's because I wanted to hem pants without asking my mom because I was 40. And yes, I'm 40 and cherubic. And the other reason is because I already had some other YouTube shows and stuff, but I thought this would be a fun, cool thing to do. So people are like, how do I start a show? You just start it with your phone, honestly. And then you move on from there. And eventually you have like a full studio. This is a studio. And the other half of my studio, if we pan the camera around, which is what we do 4 days a week, it's a whole nother set for the After School Show. And the reason I say afterschoolshow.net is because we don't have the YouTube address yet because you need 100 subscribers. So anyway, so you can check it out there. But we've got green screens and that's how I shoot the latest video I did, 7 tips for buying a new sewing machine. Also, before I log out, has everybody seen the tutorial for this candy corn candy bag I made this week? Doesn't have a lot of views because I think a lot of people just went to the page on dadsews.com and just download the pattern because people message me and they're like, hey, thanks for linking to that pattern. It's by Pearl Soho. But hey, you can really help me out by watching the video. It's only like 13 minutes long. If you went over to Dad Sews after this and just clicked on the candy corn video and watched it, it's fun and I like it. And it's a cool thing to share. It's a cool Halloween project. And it'll only take you like 15 minutes max if you're really good at sewing. All right. Okay, so Martin Bravo is talking with Empress now. And they're just having a conversation. I might have made a love connection today. If you're married, stay away from each other. No love connection on Dad Sews if you're married. Stay away. But if you're not, I want credit in the vows. Yeah. I want credit in the marriage vows. Yeah, I'm shameless. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Again, if you're not watching this live, let me know in the next like 24, 48 hours. I want a ticket. I'm also gonna post some of these in some of the Virginia sewing groups I know. If you know somebody that needs these tickets, because why pay for them if you can get them from Dad Sews for free? Message me, facebook.com/dadsews, info@dadsews. Or you can, let's see, find me on Instagram @DadSews, Twitter @DadSews, and I'm all around, dadsews.com, all right? You know my motto, sew, fail, repeat. when you come meet me at the Sewing Expo, the original Sewing and Quilt Expo, I will be giving you a Sew, Fail, Repeat button. I got little ones. I got big ones. They're for you because I kind of adore you guys and you make this all possible, okay? You and Fabricut. And check out fabricut.com. Okay, if you want a Juki QVP machine at a great deal, you can put in the code DS2, okay, DS2, and you can get this at the best price. You're gonna find it online, or the regular QVP machine that I'm looking at right behind me that I don't have on the table right now because I just wanted to talk about how awesome the serger was because they haven't used that in the last couple projects, but we will be. So check it out, go to fabricut.com. Or here's the cool thing, just go on facebook.com/Fabricut and just look for them and go, hey, I just want you to know, Dad Sews says Fabricut all the time. I listen, I hear it, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys helping his channel. All right, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Message me again if you want a ticket, and I will update you when we give the sewing machine away, and to everybody that nominated Colin's blanket and his mission to help other people with cancer. Just rest assured, he is getting some fabric. He didn't really need the machine we're giving away. So we're gonna help him out by donating some fabric. And we're also going to be doing a Skype interview with him and his mom because she said he's a little shy. So we're gonna be doing a Skype interview with them soon on Dad Sews. Thank you so much for watching. As I say in the beginning of my videos, I truly appreciate you stopping by here. You guys are the best. You're my sociopaths, and I will see you soon.
This production is brought to you by